Hello, everyone, and welcome to Disney Magic Podcast, a fun new Disney podcast hosted by a British guy. I'm your host, Zach Campbell, and you can join me every other week for magical stories, amazing guests, intriguing history, and overall a trip down Main Street, USA. From Disney parks to a galaxy far, far away, we'll be talking all things Disney and just how magical it is. Get ready for this episode because it's starting in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Disney Magic Podcast here on Disney Magic Zach. I'm, of course, Zach, and again, I am joined by three lovely people. Two are regulars here, Shaz and Steve. You know who they are. You know what they do. At this point, we're all joined at the hip. We're like together forever. Pretty much. Yeah. We do everything. If you don't see us on Signs of Amusement doing ride-throughs, we're here doing podcast things and whatever else. But we do have a special guest today. We are joined by Kayla. Welcome, Kayla. How are you doing?
Thank you. Yeah, good. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, doing great. I'm doing good. We're getting ready for some things over here. So, and how is Shaz and Steve doing?
I'm okay.
I'm all right. Yeah, I know. I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Clearly, you guys are doing awful. That's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
I've had a busy day at work. I've got a cold, and yeah.
And you're in the future. So you guys are in the future.
Yeah, we're in the future. Yeah, it's like 9 o'clock here. Steve's in the past. It's like midday. So
yeah, one something.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you're on the West Coast.
Yeah. Well, not the coast, but I'm in Idaho, North Idaho.
Oh, yeah. I'm from Washington. How weird.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Pacific Northwest.
Yep.
Do you guys know what the Pacific Northwest is?
Yeah.
I don't know if they do.
Is that I don't know if that's a term that Brits know.
It's like not Canada, like Washington,
No, that's
Seattle.
A country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Washington, Oregon, and then some people claim Idaho and some people don't.
Our part of Idaho is part. The southern part, forget that. Who cares about that?
Oh man, fair. But yeah. So spoilers. This is we're getting ready for. We're not getting. This is so far ahead in the future. We're getting ready for Christmas in October. It's not even been Halloween yet, but we're doing it. This is how far ahead of the game we are. So if things get Christmassy, it's all good. It's fine. The lights are there. My tree is not up because it's fucking October. My tree does go up November 1st, though. Okay. My tree goes up November 1st. So
only acceptable time for the tree to go up, honestly.
Exactly. Yeah. I follow Disney rules, have done always.
According to the stores over here, it's August. You need to put your Christmas tree up.
Yeah. Same over here. To be fair, we've had stuff since like the end of August, beginning of September. And it's like let's get Halloween out of the way, and then let's figure out Christmas and things like that. But yeah. Kayla, do you want to introduce yourself? Let everyone know who you are, where we can find you, all that stuff, and then we can get right into it.
Sure. So I'm Kayla. I have a podcast called Let's Just Go with a wonderful co-host. He and I bullshit about all sorts of topics. A lot of Disney because I actually have done 3 Disney college programs.
Nice.
And we avidly travel to Disney. We also are both travel agents. So that's just the bulk of everything that we do.
It's all rolled into one.
Yeah. We just realized we really like talking about travel, and it's pretty much encompassing our entire lives. So why not start a podcast about it? And we've been going for almost a year at this point.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah.
And I mean, this podcast's over a year old, and it's one of the best things. I love doing this. I love getting people on. It's how I met these two.
Yeah.
I can never get the.
And now we're like best friends.
I can never do it. Yeah. More like best friends. So it's like we're like it's this is how I met all these guys. So many other people. It's fantastic. But you said you did 3 Disney college programs.
I did 3.
Wow. Okay, so let's dive into that a little bit. Like how did you get that, and how did you become to do like a college program? Is it something you kind of enroll with, or is it something that you get given an opportunity to do, or
I think it's changed a lot. So my first one was in 2008. So it's been a while.
Hot minute.
Things have things have changed significantly since then. Back then, I had to fax in the paperwork.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, like I'm 35. I am not like I'm a millennial, but like the idea that I had to fax things is just wild to me.
You can hold that forever and be like, yes.
Yeah. So my first program was a matter of like I saw things on my college campus that were saying like, oh, go work for Disney College Program. And I was like, what in the world is that? I've never heard of that before. Sounds cool. And applied to work at Disneyland, actually, because again, I'm a West Coast girl. Actually ended up being told that I wasn't being selected. I like had to call. I was like, hey guys, I haven't heard anything. Is it like what's going on? And they were like, oh yeah, no, you didn't get selected. I was like, okay.
Oh, nice. Okay. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah. Like, thank you so much for the heads up. And then 2 weeks before my program, I got a phone call and they said, hey, can you actually be here in 2 weeks?
No way.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I can't.
Like, excuse
you
me.
guys.
Yeah. So come to find out, a lot of people that I worked with had the same exact experience.
Wow.
That they were told no and then got a phone call. It was specifically for outdoor vending. So like the churro carts, ice cream carts, popcorn, all of that used to be one department at Disneyland. And I think they just weren't staffed enough for the summer because we started in August.
Okay, yeah. So it's like a summer program, is it? Because
it actually goes all year round.
Oh, really?
So
oh, wow. Okay.
The programs I've done have always been like a summer, fall, but then they do another program that starts in January and ends, I want to say like April or May, June, depending on how long your program is.
Okay. Yeah.
But for me, it's always been I've either started in June or August and then ended in January.
Okay, nice. Okay, so you've done over Christmas and things like that, then.
Yeah,
cool.
It's really cool, but also
nice.
absolutely exhausting because the college program, they're like cheap and easiest labor. Like,
yeah. So my understanding of it is it kind of, I don't know if you guys have them over there, but is it like an apprenticeship?
So, yeah, it's an internship.
Yeah.
So like similar. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You can get college credit if you choose. You have to like do specific things typically to get the college credit. Like for me, it was always just like I hated where I was and I wanted to like go work at Disney because that sounds more fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh man. So first one was 2008. When was the next one then?
The next one was 2010. And that one was at Walt Disney World working at Roar and Fork at Wilderness Lodge. If you've ever dined there.
Yeah. Nice.
Fantastic.
That's a lot of fun, that place.
Service.
Yeah. That's a lot of fun. I love Wilderness Lodge. It looks so good. It's like one of my favorite places on property. It's just gorgeous. It really is.
You don't even feel like you're at Disney. Like it's
you don't know.
You're so secluded from everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes you need that, don't you, to like get away from it and just be like, I need a minute. What was some of the differences between Disneyland and Disney World in terms of is there anything that you can like pinpoint and be like,
well, Disneyland is far superior. Steve, I don't know if you feel that way being a West Coaster. Are you a Disneyland guy?
I used to live right by there, and I worked like 10 minutes from there. So I'm a Disneyland guy. I've never been to Disney World. I've seen videos and
He's never been to Disney World, whereas me and Shaz have never been to Disneyland. We're gonna
oh my gosh!
We're going to change that next year. We're going to change that next year, of course. Shaz is going like twice next year, I'm pretty sure.
It's a long flight, though. That's a really long flight.
From over here, it's like 15 hours from my nearest airport.
11 for me. Why is it 15 from you? You're closer. You're north. It's 11.
Yeah, it's 15 hours, and it's also got like a stop as well. Like they don't do direct flights from Manchester. So
which is 11 hours to Vegas, so it's the same.
Yeah. So it's just very bizarre. Okay, sorry. So
I derailed that question. So biggest difference.
It's all good.
The biggest difference is that California has very different laws than Florida does. So in California, regular cast members are typically union,
Okay. Yes.
where
Yeah.
in Florida, that's not the case.
Mm.
And so there were a lot of different like rules about the things, even though college member kids are not union, they're like exempt from being part of the union. But because of that, like Disney can, again, they're the cheap, easy labor.
Yeah.
But there were a lot more like incentives for employees at Disneyland than there are at Walt Disney World, just because of the fact that there are so many things built in for these union workers that like just get extended to you by default. So, like we had like a commuter incentive where we could get like paid money if we carpooled to work.
Oh wow.
Which like Florida would never.
No,
absolutely not.
That's one of the things that baffles me, because like I get it for like the European, like the Asian parts, they're run by different companies, or most of them are. But between Disneyland and Disney World, they are so vastly different with how they're run. It just blows my mind, especially because they're both run by Disney.
Like, and Disneyland Paris is the same. That's got a completely different set of rules compared to even though that's for Disney now.
Even though that's Disney now, but that was they've only just recently acquired it a few, like how long ago was it?
It's like 10 years ago, Zach.
I was going to say like 10 years ago, yeah. So I mean, it's still not done anything with it, like that's significant, but we'll get there. But it just blows my mind how strange and how different they run completely. Like it's crazy, like, but that's mad. So there's like a union over on Disneyland side, so like different incentives for them to like be more with the community and things like that. That's
and there's also like, so Disneyland was built first, as we all know, and there were things that Walt realized, and I'm sure you're all Disney like history people and probably know all of this already, but there were things that he very specifically did at Disney World that he learned from Disneyland. So, for example, I worked outdoor vending. My role could be anywhere in the parks. So I could have been scheduled in Fantasyland and then had someone call out in Tomorrowland, and now they need me to go work in Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
So they would have to have enough time for me to go to costuming, check out a new costume, change, and then get to Tomorrowland. And I'm having to walk through the park. So the only way to get to where our work location was to walk across Main Street. So you see people in like a Tomorrowland costume walking across Main Street. And I think that Walt was like, that's a bad idea. Let's not do that. So that's why Magic Kingdom has the tunnels. The
Utilidoja, which is, I still love that system. Like, so cool. So cool. So would that happen often then? Would you get called to like different places? Like, would you get called to like the other side of the park? How about with Disney World? Would it work with just one specific park, or would you set in one park? So say like you, for your whole, would you set in Magic Kingdom, or would you be like called to Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios as well? Would that be part of it?
So typically at Walt Disney World, you are in one specific place. However, they do something called deployments. So my third college program was in 2013, and I worked merchandise at Animal Kingdom in the shop called Circa Zong, which is where Expedition Everest empties out store. And then the carts that you see throughout Asia and Animal Kingdom. And so that was really fun, but I did get deployed twice in that program. The first time was actually to a cast member specific conference that was going on, because 2013 was the first year of Obamacare. So it was essentially a whole like setup for helping cast members enroll in medical benefits that they may not have previously had. And it was like multiple days long. Joey Fatone of NSYNC came and spoke.
Oh wow, cool.
Like it was the weirdest experience I've ever had in my life. But I got paid to fangirl for Joey Fatone. Like, what is happening?
That's the Disney magic,
right? And there was someone like making balloon animals. Radio Disney was there every day. Like it was like a whole
big event.
Like it was like multiple days long. and they like fed us while we were there. And like, we're broke college kids, and we're like, you're feeding us gourmet, like catering
Free
food.
Let's go.
And we have to go back to our regular job eventually. Like, please don't.
No.
Yeah.
That's
and then
mad. That's cool.
The second time I was deployed was actually to Hollywood Studios. So I spent a week working the Tower of Terror gift shop, and then I spent one day at the Rock and Roller Coaster gift shop. So you can get sent to other places, especially like Food and Wine Festival. A lot of times people are deployed for that because they need all of the people. So it can happen. It's not, I don't think it's super regular that it does, but for me it happened twice. So
I mean, hey, why not?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So in terms of like favorite kind of like, you said Disneyland was your favorite college program. Yeah. What made that one, obviously, beside the obvious, what made it so special in compared to like Disney Worlds?
So for me specifically, working outdoor vending was like, when you think about it, it's an awful job. You're standing outside for 8 hours a day, making popcorn or like handing out ice cream. But what was really cool, I'm a huge Walt Disney fan. That's a big part of why like Disneyland is my favorite park. And I was getting to like be places that Walt had been, and like just having the impact of like the carts have different names and numbers associated with them, and like knowing that naming convention like started with Walt. Like, so the popcorn cart at the end of Disney, or at the end of Main Street, is called Pop 4, and like Walt's the one that named that Pop 4. It's just like this really cool connection that like you just don't get.
Is that the one in the hub, by the hub?
Exactly.
Yeah. See, that's it, man. I think it's just a big thing for anyone who loves Disney to go to Original Park and be like, this is like insane. Like I've always said, I've been a Disney World was like the first one that I remember going to like the most. I went to Paris when I was really young, and I went to Disney World the first time when I was like 16. And so I remember that. I love that whole thing. I've never been to Disneyland, but I just know when I go, it's just gonna convert me 100%. I know I'm just gonna become like a Disneyland guy.
You're gonna cry.
I am gonna cry. Like I'm gonna cry like a little bit. 100%. 100%. Like the Disney princess I am, of course. Exactly. But no, man, it's crazy, man. Like it's so cool to. It must be just so magical to walk down that and be like, wow, like I'm walking in the footsteps of Walt Disney. Like
if you stand in front of the Golden Horseshoe and you walk towards the Frontierland, the railing there, there's a picture of Walt that he's sitting on a bench just looking out at the rivers of America. That bench is still there, and and you can sit there, and then you realize, oh wait, I'm sitting almost in the same spot that Walt's sitting, he sat in, looking out, and because he did that like every morning. So
see, and that's why they should get rid. This is why they should never touch Disneyland and just the nostalgia of it. That Rivers of America is like sacred ground. Don't touch it, please. Just don't do anything with it. Well, Disney World, you can do what you want with it. I don't care. Like it's not that's all. Get rid of it. It's fine. I'll bring the Cars Land. It's fine. Just do not touch Disneyland. But no, like it's crazy to think. So it's just mad, man. It really, really is. But getting into the Christmas spirit in October, you said you worked there until like January time.
Yeah.
How mad was it to work Disney at Christmas? Like, how was it? Was it like you expected? Was it worse? Was it better? What was your kind of like experience of that?
It was great. I am a Christmas girl through and through. I think Halloween's great and all, but there's just something about the holidays, and the holidays at Disney are like just like elevated even more.
Oh yeah.
I think the coolest thing for me was when I was working at Animal Kingdom, I had a shift that was what they called it Heart of House. So it's basically like super early in the morning, you're unloading boxes and like putting away merchandise.
Yeah.
And I remember I was working one of those shifts in November, and I came into work one day. You know, I'm the only person walking into the park. It's 4 a.m. Like nobody's there.
Yeah.
And I turned the corner from the cast parking lot and the Christmas tree was up in front of Animal Kingdom. And I'm like realizing I'm one of like the very first people to like witness it in all its glory. And at the same time, I'm like hearing lions roaring and hearing the monkeys. Like it's just, again, like one of those experiences that, you know, there are very few people who can say that they've had that experience. But it was absolute chaos. People, now that I've been a travel agent for like 8 years almost, and people don't believe me when I tell them that like if you can go any other time of the year in terms of like the week between Christmas and New Year's, don't go. Like if it's the only time you can travel, then I get it. But like it's beautiful, but it's wall-to-wall people. You can't move. You're not getting on a ride. You're waiting hours for food. Like it's just not as magical of a time as if you'd gone like the week after Thanksgiving, which is peak time.
Because everywhere it's all quiet, isn't it? Yeah. And that's one of the things I like. Generally, I've honestly put like a disclaimer in my mind, like I do not want to go at Christmas because for me, Christmas for me is like I like to sit down with family. I like to spend time with the family, just relax, take in like Christmas itself. That just sounds like I love Disney. We all love Disney here, but like that just sounds like my idea of hell. Like I'm absolutely fine with people. I'm fine with like crowds of people, but like even that's too much. Like
that's when it's nice when you have a pass, because then you don't feel rushed or you don't feel like you have to do everything. You can sit down and enjoy the atmosphere and stuff.
That's it. And it's. I mean, I went at the end of August. Well, like middle of August, like the end, just before September rolled around. Honestly, it wasn't even that busy, considering it was like middle of the summer, like the peak time.
200 degrees.
200 degrees, like
hurricane season.
I just missed the hurricanes by like 2 weeks either end, so I was like, okay, that's cool.
Lady went to a Halloween party in that street.
I went to a Halloween party dressed as Stitch, sweating me back out, but it was worth it. It was worth it. It was a great time. And honestly, it was something that I can tick off my bucket list and say I've done. I do want to experience like the Christmas season at the parks. I think for me, one of the big highlight things is Epcot over Christmas, just to talk about all that kind of stuff, like all that. But yeah, it's
you can live it through me and Sam when we go.
There you go. See, I will be watching those videos.
Are you going this year?
Yes, we're going Thanksgiving week and the week after.
Okay, so Thanksgiving is also chaos, but not nearly the same way that Christmas is.
We're not even going to a park on Thanksgiving because we're going to a friend's house for dinner.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah,
but we're going to hit the first day of Festival of the Holidays, which is the day after, and that's going to be mental. I
mean, if you have my look, when I went to the Halloween party, I saw nobody and everybody was there. Like I was at the 16th because the Halloween party landed on the 9th. Everyone was at D23, so the 16th was the day everybody went to Halloween party. I went. I missed Tim Tracker. I missed Adam the Woo. I missed everyone that was there. I was like,
well, those two were obviously together because they're
like I was like, where is everyone? All these videos loaded. I was like, I was here. Where was everyone?
They go, hey, look at that guy in the Stitch costume. Let's stay away from him.
I had the worst luck with that. I was absolutely devastated. I was like, no.
Yeah, we got messages saying, where is everybody?
Yeah, like where is Tim? Like I know he's here. I'm on his Instagram. Where is he? I was absolutely devastated. But no, I mean Christmas. I mean, did you work both parks over the Christmas season?
I actually was not at Disneyland over the Christmas season, but I have been at Disneyland for Christmas time before.
How long did you work at Disneyland for?
So Disneyland's funny. My Disneyland program I did not finish because I actually got kicked out. But they let me. That's another thing that's different about Disneyland and Walt Disney World is that at Disneyland I got kicked out of the college program, but I still had a job.
Oh.
Where at Walt Disney World, they're connected. So if you get kicked out of your program, you don't have a job anymore.
Yeah.
So I actually left around Halloween at Disneyland.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But it was supposed to go until January. My
Okay.
friends all made it that far.
Yeah.
And I came back to visit in December and had a great time. But
Nice.
I personally did not make it.
You still have a lot of friends that work there?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
So Disneyland, those people, I mean, that's so long ago for me, and most of my friends there were other college program kids.
Oh, right.
At Walt Disney World, I befriended a lot of full-time people, and they still work there. They still love it. I have someone that I worked with at Wilderness Lodge who was like a second mother to me, and I try to see her. Like she has 4 kids, and she was like, Kayla, why don't you just come over for Christmas? So I was like,
that's cool.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So I was like 21 at this woman's house with her elementary and middle school age children. And she's up to 2:00 in the morning wrapping presents. And I'm like,
oh man,
this is madness. What are you doing? Because I'm an only child, and Christmas morning rolled around, and these kids just dove head first, all 4 of them, into the Christmas tree, destroying things. And I'm thinking to myself, your mother stayed up until 3 a.m. wrapping all of these gifts. And my family is like, you sit down, you hand out a present, everybody goes in a circle and unwraps, and then you hand out the next round. Not them.
That's how we do ours as well, to be fair. Yeah. We start with the youngest, and then we work our way to the oldest.
Yep.
So, yeah. It's just the way it is.
That's not how it was there.
Crazy names on our tags. So you try to have to guess who the present's for, because you're like, who's this? It's a lot of fun, actually.
Whoever wrote it remembered who it was for.
We try and put on really stupid puns in relation to the present. So it's the funniest thing. We're like, I wonder what that is. No,
yes, I do still talk to people.
That's
neat. Yeah.
It's good because you made relationships. You've got those experiences and things like that. It's a lot of fun. It's
Well, it becomes, at least for I'm sure for them too. It's like you become family because it's you all share the same things. So
And I have friends now across the globe, which is what's really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to the UK in March.
Oh, nice.
For some concerts, and then I'm going up to York to spend some time with someone that I worked with at Wilderness Lodge.
Nice. That's cool.
It's cold in March. Bring a jumper.
I know.
Yeah. Bring a jumper. Anytime you come to the UK, bring a jumper.
When I was last there, it was May. And it was,
sweatshirt, whatever you want to call it.
I feel like the weather is very similar to the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
it's a little bit colder, but otherwise.
No, it was colder here than by them.
They're
like, it's warm over here.
I don't want the snow. You can keep that.
Yeah, we don't want snow. We have snow in April like normal people, okay?
April.
I don't know what it's like for Shaz, but I have snow on like March, April
I don't
time.
get a lot of
no
snow.
idea why.
Close to the sea.
No, it's literally about 3 inches, but the world shuts down, mate. Like up here, we are not prepared ever, and it's like everything shuts down. Buses are not running, trams are not running. No one grits the roads at all. So it's like
we don't have snow plows anymore because they're too expensive.
I don't think we ever had snow plows.
This all sounds exactly like Western Washington. This is interesting.
Well, similarities, I guess.
I guess.
It's crazy. It's
Western Washington like them because they're wet.
With
rain all the time and stuff.
It does. That ounce of sunshine you get, it's like great. We're ready to go for the year. That's it. That's it. To be fair, it's not that cold at the minute. It's 14 at the minute where I am.
Yeah, that's why I've still got a t-shirt on. And I'm not.
Degrees Celsius. So what was that? Like 50 something.
I know. I'm like, let me see what my temperature is right now.
You can work it out.
Mark, right now it's 10 Celsius. which is 50 degrees here.
Oh, so it's 54 here then.
It's warmer here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 19 Celsius where I am right now.
Oh,
I'm in Philadelphia, so I'm not on the West
Oh,
Coast.
okay.
Philly,
Yeah.
Philly. I love Philadelphia. This is what I go to, Philly. Yeah. Good times. But no, so I mean, like, I don't even know where I'm going. I don't know.
I sidetracked you, Zach. Sorry.
No, it's fine. This is how it goes. Like I come somewhat prepared, and then it's so good.
Well, it's like a write-through videos then, so you're perfect.
Exactly. Yeah.
We'll have to have Kayla on one of our write-through videos.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not busy, busy today at like, what time would it be? 5 p.m., 6 p.m.
In like a half hour.
No. It's 5 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh.
So
that's
that you're east, so it's like 8:30 or 8, right? Yeah.
8, yeah. We're doing
1 a.m. for us.
Yeah. 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Jeez, you guys must be night owls.
Yeah, they don't sleep, so.
Good times. It's all good. But yeah, like I don't even know where I'm. I don't know what I'm up to. What am I doing? I have like. Anyone got any questions? Anyone?
Why are you not prepared, Zach? You're usually really
I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
Me? Who told you that? I'm never prepared.
Well, now he has to do some editing. Now he's gonna.
This is the authentic podcast experience right here.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. No, I mean, I do love editing. To be fair, this is why I'm all the way up to fucking December with videos. Like. I've planned all of November. I've got all them up on the channel by like one video.
Oh, good. Now you're ahead of that. You can help out with the game then.
Nah, because I still need to do my video for October. Yeah, I've not done that yet. I still need to finish. I need to record it actually. I just couldn't be bothered.
Get a wriggle on because we need your help with the game. So.
Yeah. So we also do a trivia game on our Signs of Amusement channel. Yeah.
Boy, wow, you guys really just... What do you guys do with your day?
I work in an elementary school. So
oh my gosh.
I'm off.
I'm off for that.
Yeah, I'm off work at the minute, so I'm off for a week because of what's
you've had a week off. You're back on Monday, aren't you? Mm-hmm. I'm an IT person, so I sit on my arse behind a computer.
That's what my boyfriend does. He's an IT.
Yeah.
I used to do that. I don't do that anymore.
It doesn't seem like a good time to me.
No.
I couldn't sit behind the computer.
I love my job, but I've got.
Yeah,
I used to.
Your job, yeah. You used to love your job, Steve.
Yeah, I used to. And then I got in. I was a graphic guy, so I just rather stick with that. And woodworking.
Yeah.
You're also a Star Wars fan, I see.
Oh yeah, somewhat.
What? Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Not like a lot. I wouldn't go like an obsession or anything.
No.
Doesn't make his
not like her. Wait, not like her.
That's true. You're right. Yours is just like all lit up, and it's very like it's a lot more obvious than hers is. That's all.
That's because he hasn't made me those lights yet.
Yeah, I still have to make her those lights. I don't know. I'm going to do that because she's over in the UK, and so.
That's like different voltage and things.
Yeah, they're just those little LED. And it's funny because that sheet, so the screen that the light is shining through, that's just parchment paper. So,
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's because Jason, the guy from Science and Amusement, Jason, and Interactive Realm. Yeah. He was using, I forgot what kind of film and everything, and I said, I don't want to pay, $50 for some film. Yeah. So I took out, I'm like, wait, the light just has to shine through, so parchment paper.
Yeah, $2. It looks great.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. As long as you don't look too close at it, you're okay.
Yeah.
If you could actually move your camera and walk us over to take a closer look. That would be great.
What was funny with Shaz, she thought I can just reach over and touch stuff when it's like
it's like
a mile away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because she can reach back and touch hers.
Yes.
Oh, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, wait, am I wrong? Is the perception off?
Yeah, it's the camera. The camera's so cool. It makes it look like it's really close, but it isn't.
Oh, man.
Yeah, false
Okay, wait, but
perspective.
Shaz, do you run? Is that what I'm seeing all your medals?
They not anymore. They're Disney Paris. They run Disney Paris medals.
Do they do races still at Disney Paris?
Not at the moment because of we used to run through the studios part, and that's obviously having a massive expansion at the moment, so we can't use it for runs. So
yeah, I went right before all the construction started.
Yeah, hopefully when the construction's finished and stupid bloody Frozen Land's open, they'll bring the.
She was so hoping for Galaxy's Edge over there, and instead they get Frozen.
Yeah. There was
I will say though,
Galaxy's Edge though ages ago. They did announce they were going to make one, and then they just canned it. It was like, nope, haha, get wrecked. We're not.
And they do Star Wars runs over in Paris, right? Like, isn't that one of the themes of when they were doing races?
Not really.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I've
run one Disney race, and that was in January at Disneyland, and I'm never doing it again.
Yeah, I just watched the videos. I ain't gonna
run. I don't like running, so I wouldn't do it either.
I don't either.
But I really like the bling, so I've done all.
Yeah, look at how cute this is.
I mean, it is very cute. That is cool.
Was it worth hours of my life that I will never get back running through the streets of Anaheim? Absolutely not.
Could I have bought it on eBay? Maybe.
And avoid all the cop cars and all the crazy drivers over there.
Yeah.
I mean, the road was thankfully, so at least we had that.
Oh, that's good. Oh, man.
Yeah, I like my run medals. Yeah, I'm hoping it's coming back.
Yeah, the medal's worth it, I guess. And like of all the reasons to do it, for me, it's the pretty thing that you get.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go on eBay and find one. Look what I did.
Dress up as well. The law is when you do a Disney run, you have to dress up. So.
Oh, I didn't do that. Well, I kind of did. I had a black shirt and like army green leggings, and I was like, "Yeah, this is my Kim Possible outfit." Obviously, what I'm doing.
Yeah, see, there you go.
We've been stormtroopers. I've been Rafiki. I was Rapunzel. Running in a wig is not good.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
It doesn't sound great.
What else have I done? We were villains from Marvel films for one. Yeah.
You're a life-size Ewok.
Actual Ewok size.
She's little. Or as she says, little. I can't even do it. Little.
So that.
Oh man.
Oh gosh.
So, yeah.
You can carry your thought back now.
No. How was the Run Disney experience? Have you like? Was it like running through Anaheim? Because I know I've watched some videos from Disney World, and I know it's like completely different. Like, is it?
Yeah.
You have to run through Anaheim to do Disneyland.
Yeah. So this was the first. This year was the first Disneyland race in I think 8 years, because the city of Anaheim was like, absolutely not. You've already fucked with our infrastructure enough. You're not also gonna shut down our roads so that you can have a bunch of idiots run through here.
They're doing it again with Disneyland Forward, just saying.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So I actually didn't know this, but I guess the mayor of Disneyland, the mayor of Anaheim is an avid runner. And so she was like helping get Disney to bring back the Run Disney races to Disneyland.
Oh, okay, cool.
And she like was there and like spoke at the half marathon and everything, which was really cool. Oh. And they my understanding is that they've changed the like layout of how the race, like where the races start and end. Because Disneyland is very small. So even the 5K, I think you're out of the parks for some of it. Like it's still like not enough distance to run through both parks. So the half marathon starts outside of the parks. You then run back behind California Adventure. You go through California Adventure first. You then cross over the Esplanade, go through Disneyland, and then out. You're then just like in desolate Anaheim, like
The back on
like
Walnut Street, right, or
it's
something like that.
it's
Yeah.
just like it's wide, empty roads that are there's like nothing. There's like gas stations and like fast food. Like you're not going by anything.
Oh, how magical! That's great.
Right. Yeah.
And then like villages and stuff, so it's like looks nice.
That sounds nice.
What, like
Yeah.
like Parisian villages?
Yeah. And then
Oh.
up the main sort of highway towards Disney, they block it off like for the couple of hours in the morning, and it's just like trees on both sides, and you because you run down one side of the road, around the turning circle, and then back again. So
okay,
it's just really
That
pretty.
sounds so much better.
Yeah, it sounds nice.
Not like
Because the surrounding area of Anaheim or at Disneyland is not very nice.
No, it's not.
no.
It's not at all.
And they got to get rid of all the homeless people on Catella, and so
Yeah.
that's hanging
Yeah.
on
Come
the
on,
bus.
join in. You can win a medal.
I
Well,
will
come on.
say, so the worst part of this, and I realize that only one of you has been to Disneyland, but the worst part of the entire race was that at mile 3, there was a horrible backup of people trying to get water. So, Steve, it was when you're coming around from Redwood Creek Trail,
Mm-hmm.
and you're right before Soarin', like where
Oh yeah,
Eagle
yeah.
comes out to meet. That's where we exited the park.
Oh,
And it
okay.
narrows down
That's
a
not
ton
very
because
wide
you're
at all.
Yeah,
no, it's
that
not.
was the old entrance when they were doing Buena Vista Street.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's very narrow. That's where they were like, we're gonna put a water station right at this corner.
Wow.
This is a great
lot of fun.
idea.
Yeah, that makes a lot of fun. Yeah.
And I'm not like an avid runner. I just like when they announced the Disneyland races, I was like, I'm gonna sign up and I'll give myself
Yeah.
a year to maybe
you
get
never-
good at running.
Yeah.
And I hadn't slowed. So up to the mile marker 3, I hadn't slowed down at all. And I was really proud of myself. And then we literally came to a complete stop. My legs have never felt that way before. It was like this weird,
Yeah.
like Jello.
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
People were screaming obscenities at each other, which I'm like, yeah, that's going to help us move faster, guys.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Screaming at the person in front of you, definitely the solution here. But after the fact, the Run Disney community made like stickers and shirts that said, I survived mile 3. like it was an issue that everybody experienced. But then after that, we got to run through Disneyland. So we were like, okay, I guess this is like a little bit better. But it was very poorly planned.
Yeah. Can you wear one of those? I forgot what they're called, but the water bag on your back and use that.
I think that they do let you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do, 'cause
I would have had that instead.
Yeah. The like hydration packs.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
I
being
just don't
prepared.
I didn't want to carry anything.
Yeah, I know. That's I don't like carrying stuff through Disneyland. Just regular.
Yeah.
Let alone doing a run.
Yeah. Oh man, no, that's no.
It's like I even hate carrying a little camera and stuff. I just put it in my pocket. And
I don't even want to take my
carry-
phone with me.
Yeah, I know. You don't want to carry anything.
No,
Mhm.
that's it.
Yeah.
Oh man, no. When I was over
Yeah,
there,
you're drinking moonshine. All right.
It's water. It's water in a mason jar. It's nothing exciting, I promise. It's not 5 o'clock yet.
Oh, yeah.
5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's crazy. That like it's mad to think that like they would just put something so massive there in like such a tiny space. Surely they would have like they did it clearly for like
somebody who
like,
did
this
it.
is what
They should have put it in the Esplanade. You're going that way anyway.
Yeah.
You used to run through downtown Disney.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
That used to be
Okay.
part of the like path that you ran.
Yeah.
But I guess there was a bunch of construction because they'd closed Uva Bar
Yeah.
and all of
yeah.
that, and so there were walls up.
Yeah, they're redoing that whole side there, the whole end of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot better than running past gas stations, isn't it? And whatever else. Right. That's, oh, look, a 7-Eleven. Let's get a slurp.
Yeah.
There is a 7-Eleven there.
There's always a 7-Eleven. But no, it's mad that like. So I mean, congratulations for completing it. Like that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm never doing it again.
Yeah, fair.
See,
Even
you're
if
gonna be going on eBay and getting all your medals.
I would do a 5K again. I can handle that, but a half marathon, absolutely not.
Oh, I foolishly did the challenge where you do.
Oh, is that where you do all three?
Yeah,
Like the
five.
That's how I know
5K,
you're
the
mental.
10K and the half
Yeah.
marathon.
Oh, I didn't train for it either.
You didn't train for it.
No.
What do you
I
mean?
don't do running.
What a show off.
I know.
I know.
No, I didn't run. I didn't. We Sam calls it waddling at speed.
Waddling at
Waddling at speed.
So we did. When I did the half with Ben the first year, we did the half. I don't know how he talked me into it. Oh yes, I do. We finished the 10K, and he went, "Oh, that was easy. We can do the half marathon next year." And I went, "Yeah, of course we can." My face on adrenaline, like, "Yeah, we can do it." So of course we signed up, and then after doing the 5 and the 10, it's like, "Oh shit, this is getting a bit real now. We've got to do a half marathon tomorrow, and I'm knackered. My feet hurt, tired. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning."
Oh my god, no. I mean,
Yeah. No, I learned my lesson because I used to play soccer, so I ran too much. I already know. I ain't running.
yeah.
I don't want to run anymore.
I just hate cardio, so I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
there
the
you go.
worst part of going to the gym ever. I hate
After
cardio.
we did the 2000, was it 2000? Yeah, after we did 2018, which was the first time we'd run the half marathon as well.
How many marathons did you do?
Me,
Yeah. How come you got so many medals?
I've done 2 half marathons. I've got, because the first year I did the 5K, the second year I did the 5 and the 10. Then the next 2 years I did all 3 races. And if you do all 3 races and sign up for the challenge, you get 5 medals.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Now I know I need to look that up on eBay. The 5 medal ones.
Even though my knees would hate me, I would do it again.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
It is the running through the parks
Oh yeah,
when it's still dark outside and there's cast members cheering you on and like there's just like a lot of camaraderie. That part is really fun. That's why I'm saying I'd do a 5K again.
Yeah.
It's just the like once you
The
for
one time you can
Disneyland-
actually run through a park, right?
Yeah. And like even so like for me, Walt Disney World sounds like a horrible place to run a race because
do it there.
driving around there, like I don't want to be on those roads. First of all, I know how many critters live out in those woods. I don't want to be running around at 6 o'clock in the morning with them.
Yeah.
But also I've heard about like they have to run through like the Blizzard Beach parking lot and it's like just like they just loop it a couple of times. Like that sounds awful to me.
Yeah, it sounds rubbish.
Yeah, running through Parisian villages, like that sounds fantastic. I'll do that.
Yeah.
But I want to stay in the parks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Zach knows all about Blizzard Beach and all that.
First off, it was Typhoon Lagoon. We're not bringing that up again.
Story here.
There is a story here.
Fill in on.
Hear it.
Oh. Do I have to
He's
tell it?
already crying. Look at
Do I have to tell it again?
Yes.
Is this a traumatic experience, Zach? This is a safe space.
It was very traumatic.
Well, it might be a safe space, but we're just in hysterical laughing.
I want to tell you now, I don't get embarrassed easily. Like, you can literally do anything and I won't get embarrassed. But this was the most embarrassing time of my life ever. So, I was in Typhoon Lagoon. It was like my 3rd to last day on my holiday. And I was like, I'll go Typhoon Lagoon for the day. Like, I've not been yet. I want to go. And I was in the park for no more than like 3-4 hours. I don't think I made it till lunchtime.
You didn't.
And so I didn't make it till lunchtime. And so I was like, okay, fair. I'll go on a few rides, met up with so got on some rides from random people. It was fun, good time. And then I decided to go in the lazy river, and there was no rafts anywhere. It was very, very busy. And I was like, okay, I'll just walk down the lazy river until I get to the next port, get a raft there. Went through the giant waterfall, and it blasted off like my sunglasses, and I couldn't like. So I said to like the lifeguard here, I was like, hey, if my sunglasses appear, let me know. They've fallen off. Like I can't find them at the minute. And then they floated on by past me. I was like, no, it's fine. I've got them. I bent down to pick them up, and my shorts split. And honestly, like I was so embarrassed. I was like, I'm going back to my hotel. I am not seeing anyone for the rest of the day. I'm going to go buy some new shorts, and I'm going to stay by the pool for the rest of the day. And that is exactly what I did.
So, and then those shorts were pink flamingo shorts.
They were pink flamingo shorts, and I was very sad about them. And yeah. So,
and he showed off his pink flamingo to everybody. And
no, thankfully that wasn't the case.
When this story started, I was like, he definitely got pantsed. That's definitely the direction this is going to go. And then when you said, I went through the waterfall, I was like, man, and it was so bad that he lost his pants. But no, it was your son. Like, I was just like waiting. I was like, that's got to be the punchline here.
No, I didn't get, I mean, I would have been less embarrassed if I got pantsed. It was like just the fact that it was just a seam up at the side. I was like, this is just.
Man.
Were they like hanging off you? Didn't you have to like hold them together?
I had to hold them together by the bottom of the seam because they were like flapping about, and it was like the mesh was digging into my leg. I was like, this is painful, this hurts. And I was like, this is the worst experience of my life. And I was like, I cannot even face going to Typhoon Lagoon ever again. So
have you been back then?
What makes it even better is his explanation is in the way he speaks his English. That makes it totally better. His accent just makes it even funnier.
It was just like I say, I don't get embarrassed easily. Like you can literally like do like whatever and try and embarrass me, it won't happen. I'll be like, I'll just roll with it. But like
we do it all the time, so he's actually really good.
I was like, this is just like the worst event that has ever happened to me in my adult life.
It's not like we bring it up, don't bring it up at all, is it?
Yeah.
No, of course not. No.
This is actually therapy. This is him working through it every time you guys bring it up.
Yeah.
Anytime there's anything pink or flamingos, we always come back to the shorts. Always.
Yeah, literally.
Well, like Kayla said, this is a safe space. So it's
safe. I did not say it was a judgment-free zone, but it is a safe space.
That's fine.
Judgment-free zone.
It's fine. I've grown to appreciate that this happened, and I'm okay with it now. I have become more mature with the opportunity that it gave me, and I am never
to buy new shorts.
Yeah, I am never buying shorts again from Primark. That is the yeah, they were shit quality, so I'm blaming Primark. Yeah, cheap and cheerful. How much did they cost me? I think they cost me like £8, so £8, like probably like $9.50, something like that. So yeah,
and you wonder why they tore.
Yeah.
That's too bad. But where did you get your replacement ones?
Just
Walmart.
Walmart. No, just a random store in Disney Springs. I can't even think where.
So you paid like way too much money for them.
I did pay way too much money.
At probably like Tommy Bahama or something.
I mean, yeah. I think it was Tommy Bahama, to be fair. But hey, it's fine.
Out of myself for that.
Probably averaged out what you didn't spend at Primani on the ones that broke. So
yeah, well, that's it. Yeah. So
they were probably the only ones that sell flamingo shorts, anyway. So right. So
no, I mean, there's probably some shirt. There's probably something from somewhere. I used to have a really cool pair, and they were ages ago. They lasted me about 4 or 5 years, and they had little rubber duckies on them. I used to love them shorts. So, but
see, they're not rubber duckies; they're rubber duckies.
Rubber duckies. Yeah.
Zach doesn't buy normal clothes, do you?
No. I mean, I do have normal clothes. Like I have
normal clothes.
I have block-colored clothes. I just don't wear them often.
I respect it.
Yeah, I mean,
he's embracing the weird. That's what we call it, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to.
Oh, Steve, this one's got mushrooms on. Where is it?
No.
Yeah. There it is. That's the one he said you should wear, and you said you'd rather burn it.
Wait, this is all about Kayla, not me or anybody.
Not my embarrassing Typhoon Lagoon
These are
story.
my shorts that split. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man, no, that's fair. That's fair. Well, everyone knows now.
Yeah,
I mean,
fine.
it's fine. It's all good. But no. So let's try,
Back to the interview.
try and get back to it a little bit. We've, I mean, no, I mean, I don't even know. Like, I feel like no. I don't know.
He's lost it.
I've lost it. In the words of Tiffany, where do we go now? I think I don't know what I'm doing. Like, oh man, no. Okay, no.
Wow, you really are lost for words, aren't you?
He's really. We need
I
a minute to compose himself.
Yep.
No, but let's reel it back in a little bit, and let's talk a little bit about Kayla's more experiences again.
I was gonna say this is a very Christmas themed story that you just told. Yeah.
What's your favorite Christmas thing at Walt Disney World? There you go.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Steve. Wow. That is a good question. Okay, I love doing the like monorail tour and like checking out all the resorts.
Oh, no.
Is it all lit up and stuff?
Yeah, so like they do a gingerbread house at the Grand Floridian, like life-size gingerbread house that they then sell gingerbread out of.
Yeah.
Which is
fantastic.
Wow. Yeah. The Contemporary also does something with gingerbread, I think.
Yeah,
I don't
do.
like
That's a lot better than DCA than right. They have a cool gingerbread out, but that's not very big.
Yeah. Yeah, they do cool gingerbread stuff there too. And then Polynesian, I just love I mean, like, they're all great hotels. I love them all. But I also love going to the Epcot Resort area because, again, there's like a chocolate carousel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which, again, it's not quite life size, but
that's
it's
at the boardwalk, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And then they're all of the decorations are so great. I love Wilderness. I'm biased to Wilderness Lodge, obviously, because I worked there. Like seeing a giant Christmas tree inside of this lodge that like looks like it's meant to be back home for me is just like the coolest feeling. So.
How cool is it on like property at like Wilderness Lodge to see like all of the RVs like all decked out for Christmas? Is that like?
Oh, that's fun.
I bet
that's
cool.
Over at Fort Wilderness.
You can do like a tour around it, can't you, and do it and that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, they actually also used to do so. Fort Wilderness has a lot of like retirees that come down and just like have their campers, which is a lot of fun.
All the snowbirds.
Yeah, exactly. So they will have lots of fun decorations, and they do the same thing at Halloween. And you used to be able to go trick or treat on Halloween around Fort Wilderness, but you can't anymore unless you're also staying there, which is too bad. But you can still go and like look at decorations on not Halloween. But yeah, it's really fun to just sort of see. There are some real big Disney fans, and they get those like gigantic blow ups and things.
Yeah. They look cool. When I've seen videos from it as well, like some of the it's just insane. Like some of the inflatables that they have, and just the lights, it just looks so cool. Like it really, really does.
Are inflatables like that a big thing in the UK, or is that a very American thing?
It's getting bigger in the UK.
Yeah, getting bigger in the UK, but it is an American thing. Yeah.
We ruin everything. So.
Yeah, you make things so commercial, like. We used to put popcorn and trees, and you guys just made lights and things. And you ruined Christmas, and then we ruined it because it was originally German. So it's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the favorite thing for me to do, I think I mentioned it before, to do Epcot would be to like experience all like the kind of Christmas traditions of the world around Epcot.
That's so fun.
Yeah. I think it's just cool just to hear the stories of like how different. I think my favorite one that I've heard over the years is probably Italy. I think that's just such a cool story. Like it's so cool. Like it's just this witch that lives in a little cabin and gives gifts to like try and give gifts to all the kids because she thinks the kids are Jesus, and it's like it's cool. It's great. It's like you're a bit weird, hun, but it's all good. Like you do you.
Italian, they're all weird.
Not as weird as the French though.
Italian friends, I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah,
I will say the one thing for me that I think is really, I don't want to say overrated, but like I couldn't sit through it is the candlelight processional.
Really? Okay.
I am not at all a religious person. I wasn't like
Mm.
raised going to like church on Christmas Eve or
Right,
Christmas Day.
right.
Like that's just like for me, it's not about like the biblical story of Christmas. It's about like everything else that Christmas stands for. So like, yeah, Neil Patrick Harris is really cool. I don't want to listen to him read me the biblical story of Christmas for an hour. Like that's just not. I'm like let me see what's going on as I walk past and like maybe stop for a second, but I cannot.
Oh, the crap is Neil Patrick Harris. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Which like different strokes for different folks. If that's a thing that sounds really like a good time to you, then by all means do it. But like for me, I can't sit.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. Like I was brought up Catholic, and over the years, like as I've gotten older, I was like, I just don't believe in it. Like it's not something that I follow anymore because it was like rammed down my throat with like we're going to church on Christmas Eve. We're gonna, we're celebrating Christmas the way that we're celebrating Jesus' birth. I'm like, no, we're not. Jesus was born in July. If he was real, like sheep wouldn't be out middle of December. Chill out a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real here. It's not happening. Like, so I'm not at all. Like, even though
there goes your
I'm
Catholic following, Zach. Gosh,
it's fine.
He's editing this part out. So.
No, you won't. You'll leave it in.
Maybe. I don't know. It depends how it swings around about. It depends how I feel when I edit it.
Well, it's something that Sam loves doing and really wants to do. And the couple of weekends that we're there, that we practice it, Josh Gad Olaf from Bloody Frozen is doing the reading. So guess what we're doing?
Watching it. Yeah, fair.
You doing a dining package for it?
Absolutely not. Not wasting my money on that. No way. You probably
Hey, what? You leave Sam there, and then you go ride Guardians. Get a VP for Guardians.
Yeah.
There you go.
So is the candlelight procession over in Disney World the same as Disneyland, or?
It is so the difference is it's the same. Like there's the cast member choir, there's a celebrity telling the story. However, so Disneyland, it's on Main Street right after you come under the tunnel. At Disney World, it's at Epcot in America, like in the America area.
Pavilion,
in the same place where they do concerts. And so and anybody can go. So at Disneyland, it is invited.
Yeah, reservation and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's only 2. So Disneyland is usually, I think it's the first weekend of December typically is when they do their candlelight processional. And it's 2 nights only, same speaker, like same celebrity, both nights.
Yeah.
Where it's every week, like every couple of days, there's someone new at Epcot. And it's open to everybody. You just have to line up beforehand.
One of the staple ones is Neil Patrick Harris, isn't it? He tends to do it a lot at Epcot.
Whoopi Goldberg did it this year as well.
Alfonso Ribeiro did it a couple of years ago, didn't he? Carlton from Fresh Prince. Yeah, he did that a couple of years ago. And I can't think
remember who's doing it.
I can't think whoever did it. I can't think who did it last year. But it's cool.
But it's the whole holiday season at Walt Disney World.
Yeah. I mean, fair. If that's your boat, then you float it. But like, it's
and the area that they do it in doesn't hold that many people.
No, because it's the outdoor kind of like Pantheon Theatre, isn't it? So it's not kind of where
it holds like a couple hundred people.
Kind of where Eat to the Beats is in. It's that stage, isn't it?
Stage.
Yeah.
I think it's about 250 if they squeeze you in and let you stand at the back. So there's not a lot of people.
Yeah.
But they also do multiple a night, I think. I think they do it twice, 2 or 3 times a night.
Yeah.
2 or 3 nights per celebrity. So
And I assume at Disneyland, because it's invite only, it's more like secluded and kind of like an
It's all in the
kind of
front by the
Yeah.
on Main Street in the I forgot what they call that area. But it's right in front of the train station.
yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
Directly
So
underneath
it's not.
the
It's okay. Okay. So you're kind of facing that way. So
You're
Yeah,
facing
you
towards
face
the
the
castle.
train.
yeah, you're not facing
Oh.
the castle.
Yeah, no, the
Oh,
choir
yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah. I see what
Yeah,
you're saying. Yeah.
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 They're all.
We're saying the same thing. We're just
Yeah.
saying it opposite.
Exactly.
But it's not something that like you can't walk into Disneyland 2 hours before it's happening and get a seat. It's like
Yeah, no.
there are I think that like Club 33 members are able to come and like bring a +1. There is typically a standby like in the morning. You could potentially get in line for it at night, but like I've never seen it other than like walking by. But they also like
Yeah.
redirect traffic while it's
Yeah, they
going.
don't want you to hang around there while it's happening.
Yeah.
And stuff, so.
That's bizarre. Like that's weird how it's like again the parks. It's weird how it's so different for something that's very much similar. Like it's the same thing, but
It's because it's so small over there. Disneyland's so small, so
I
yeah.
get that. I get that, but like, I mean, like, fair enough. But like, surely there's a way to like allow everyone to enjoy it in a way that or maybe even shut the park early, maybe, and then have it as like I don't know, like a ticketed event. Well, not ticketed, but like
they do have certain things like that, but
yeah, it's just
Not as many anymore, though.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because at Disneyland Paris, they don't have anything like that.
No.
Considering how
Paris don't even do holidays, do they? They do.
No, considering how Christmassy Europe is and what a big thing Christmas is in Europe, they do nothing for Christmas.
No.
They have a parade. Don't have any.
I've been told New Year's is good at Paris though, because I'm actually going to Europe for Christmas. Like I'm going to be doing
New Year at Disneyland Paris is hell.
See, but I've been told that it's like New Year's Eve at any Disney park is hell. But I've been told that at least they like do like there's
special fireworks. There's DJs. There's It's
that
not
sounds very good.
And they do stuff in the village as well. So and they have extra fireworks at midnight. So it is cool.
That's cool. Yeah,
but there's just like 1 billion people.
I think we should try and wrap this up. I don't know where else we can. Unless anyone has any more questions.
Well, I asked what was your favorite thing at Disney World during Christmas. What's your favorite thing at Disneyland during Christmas?
There you go.
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it's honestly like a lot of the same thing. Like I love going to Grand Californian and seeing their decorations and buying their
that hotel at Christmas is beautiful.
Yeah. Their gingerbread is some of the best I've ever had in my life, but it's also at this point like $15 a cookie, and that's just really disrespectful.
Yeah. You just go up and grab a piece of the house.
I will say though, to sort of circle back to something we were just talking about, the big difference. So we were talking about the difference between the candlelight processional at both parks. So I love Nightmare Before Christmas overlay on the Haunted Mansion. Yeah. And I will say one reason that the parks are so different is because Walt Disney World is an international destination. You have a lot of people coming from all over the world all of the time.
Yeah.
Disneyland is a very large percentage Southern California locals.
That's local park.
Go to the park. So it's like they can do more American-centric things that you can't do at Walt Disney World. So like that's why the Haunted Mansion doesn't have the overlay at Walt Disney World, is because it doesn't translate very well to other languages and other countries of like what the story of Nightmare Before Christmas is. Why am I going on a ride that's spooky at Christmas time? Like that doesn't make sense. So I think that that's something that a lot of people who've been to both parks have a hard time with, is like, why are they so different? And at the end of the day, like it really is that at Disneyland, they are trying to gear everything to the locals. That's why Disneyland does way more stuff for their magic key holders than Walt Disney World does for annual pass holders. because they know that that's like the bulk of their money. They're also the biggest assholes that you will meet when you are at Disneyland, because they are so, I say this as someone who's had an annual pass. Like, they are the first people to be like, well, I'm a magic key holder. What do you mean I have to do this thing? Like, as a cast member, it drove me crazy. But
I'm glad I wasn't like that.
I believe that. But I will say that the Haunted Mansion holiday is a lot of fun to experience.
What do you think about the Small World overlay?
It's fine. I'm not a huge Small World fan in general. I think Mary Blair is an amazingly talented individual. I think that the things they've done to the Disneyland Small World attraction, adding Disney characters, is fantastic.
Yeah.
But
especially the Stitch on the surfboard.
Yeah. It's really fun to like find all of the different characters. But I don't need any song stuck in my head on repeat all day. I don't care if it's a Christmas song or not. Like, I don't need that personally. But I do think that
it's stuck in my head. I don't understand how people get it like stuck in their head, because it doesn't. I love it in the world, and the song doesn't get stuck in my head. I come off and it's done.
You must not be neurodivergent, and that must be so nice. Because I get songs stuck in my head all day, every day. You say a word, and I have a song stuck in my head.
Yeah, I do. But
I kind of have that. Yeah, I kind of have that.
Yeah. But I do love
just randomly pop in as well. It's like, I
had that earlier. I had to listen to it to get rid of it. But
yeah.
I'm lucky that it's never been that song.
Yeah, I get that. I do love the like lights though, like the way that they light up. It's a Small World.
Yeah, 5:30 they have their lighting. Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah. But I do like how they changed the inside, they
like it's cool. It's just it's not my favorite thing. I do like, so at Walt Disney World, the only way to see the Christmas parade is to go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at Disneyland.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
That is
every
the
day
parade.
Yeah. 2 times a day.
Yeah.
They did it. I'm sure they did it last year, but I'm sure they did it like once or twice during the day, like before the party. I'm pretty sure. Just then people didn't go. Did they not? I'm sure.
Never do it.
Oh, did they not? I'm sure.
I'm like shaking my head. Yes, like, okay, Zach, whatever you say.
Disney World never had.
And I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe it was Christmas Day then, because I remember seeing
Christmas Day.
I would believe that on Christmas Day, yeah.
Might have been Christmas Day then. I'm sure.
Or you might have been there during the Christmas taping, like the time of year where they're doing the taping of the Christmas parade.
It's actually kind of funny being there on a taping day. I don't know if you ever experienced that at Walt Disney World or Disneyland Paris.
Yeah,
when they're doing a taping, they have those big signs before you walk in. They're like, "Oh, we're doing taping, so if you don't want to be in it, stay away from there."
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Okay. So I think we can wrap it up here. I think we can. Safe to say that this has been an interesting podcast, to say the least.
A few different turns.
Yeah. I mean, it's just in regular podcast fashion. It always does. A big thank you to Shaz and Steve for joining me, as always. Big thank you to you, Kayla, for taking time out of your day to come and join us. It's fun
talking to you.
It's been a blast. It's been great.
You guys have been great too.
No, but it's thank you so much for joining. It's been a pleasure. But yeah, it's been great. Big shout out to everyone who's watching miraculously still. If you are, congratulations. Please like, share.
Share.
Like, subscribe, share.
That must be some British phrase I don't know.
Share.
I can't remember my outro. What am I doing? What is it?
Jason was like that the other week. He couldn't remember what he said.
No, I can't. I physically can't remember. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe with all your friends and family and do all that fun stuff. And we'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace.